Why do some brands just feel so premium? We have all had that moment. You walk into a store, pick something up, and before you even find the price tag, your brain has already decided this is going to be expensive. Brands like Apple, Rolex, and Lululemon have learned how to create that feeling before explaining a single feature. Good design helps, but the real power comes from the signals, identities, and stories surrounding the product. So how do they do it? There are three moves behind that premium feeling, and brands have been using them for more than a century. One makes the brand easy to remember. One makes the product feel like a better version of you. And one builds a world you want to enter. One of the earliest examples started with a car company in 1902. That car company was Packard. Packard built expensive cars and was proud of it. And for decades, its advertising leaned on a single line. Ask the man who owns one.
With absolutely no.
Think about that. Not horsepower, not price. Just go ask an owner. The customers themselves became the ad. Social proof folded into 6 words. So that's move number 1, the signal. You give people one simple, repeatable reason to notice you, remember you, and talk about you. And about 100 years ago, an ad man named Claude Hopkins ran the same move for Schlitz beer. Touring the factory, he saw bottles being cleaned with blasts of steam. Most breweries did something similar, but nobody was talking about it. So Schlitz advertised its steam-cleaned bottles and its pure beer. Hopkins later claimed it took Schlitz from 5th place to a tie for 1st. Because when you can't win the race, you start a new race where you're the only runner. Now, move 2 is sneakier. This is where the product becomes a mirror. Remember Apple from the start? This is their move. In 1997, Apple is in deep trouble. Steve Jobs comes back, and the first big campaign is called Think Different. Its launch film shows Einstein, Gandhi, and Muhammad Ali. Heroes, rebels, and dreamers. Not one computer appears. They weren't selling machines, they were selling a mirror. Buy this, and you're one of the crazy ones too. Expensive brands still run on this exact idea. We're not really buying the thing. We're buying a better version of ourselves. The thing is just the receipt. That's why the price hurts less than it should. It doesn't feel like overpaying for a product. It feels like a fair price for a new you. Move 3. You wrap the product in a world. And the best example is also the strangest. In 1900, France has only a few thousand cars. And Michelin, the tire company, wants people to drive more because more driving means more tires. So they print a free guidebook, restaurants, maps, hotels, repair shops. Think about what that is. A tire company telling you where to eat. And it worked because it turned driving into an adventure. The guide became famous. The stars came later. And today, one of the highest honors in food, the thing chefs cry over, is a Michelin star. From a tire company, they didn't sell the tire. They sold the road trip. And once a product lives inside a world, buying it stops feeling like shopping. It feels like stepping through a door. Nobody repeats a list of features. Everybody repeats a good scene. Now here's the twist. These 3 moves never went away. They just moved into our phones. And scarcity became the volume knob. Streetwear brands like Supreme and Represent built their rhythm on limited releases and frequent drops. That countdown timer isn't information. It's urgency. The waitlist isn't selling you the product. It's selling you the fear of missing out. Lululemon runs the mirror. It built its ambassador program around real community role models, yoga teachers, trainers, and athletes. So the leggings slowly start to mean, I'm the kind of person who works out. Nobody's offering you a discount, they're offering you a tribe. And the world? That's our feed now. Founders filming their mornings, brand families, and behind-the-scenes everything. The billboard became a diary. So let's put the recipe together. You give people one line to repeat. That's the signal. You show them who they could become. That's the mirror. You build a place they want to step into. That's the world. And scarcity just turns up the volume on all 3. But here's one honest thing before we go. This recipe creates wanting. It doesn't create quality. It can sell a great product or dress up an average one. The feeling shows up either way, and that's exactly why it's worth knowing. So tonight, when an ad makes you feel something, just stop for a second and ask, which move was that? The signal, the mirror, or the world? and comment one brand that owns a little piece of you. Be honest.
Next time, how brands make cheap things feel expensive. The real experiments behind the price tag.